Hello, thank you for joining me. This short practice is based on Feldenkrais principles. This is not a Feldenkrais ATM, nor am I a Feldenkrais practitioner. However, I have studied his work fairly extensively for a while, and I often use the basic neuromuscular ideas that he presents to help people find ways to access more challenging positions. This is simply an example of that. So I hope you enjoy. It does accompany an article that I wrote, which you will find in the summary area of this. Let's get started. To begin, you're going to lie on your back. Let your legs be long. Let your palms be up towards the ceiling. And I want you to take a moment and just feel the sensation of your body against the floor. Observe how the shoulder blades lie against the floor. Observe the position of the arms. Observe the position of the pelvis. And observe the position of the legs. In your mind's eye, take a moment to imagine what this body of yours would imprint, how it would imprint itself if it were in wet sand. Which portions are heavy and which are not. Now go ahead and bend both knees and cross your left ankle over your right knee. Take up with your right hand, take it to the outside of your left foot. And take your left hand behind your head. Begin straightening the right knee by moving your foot up towards the ceiling. And then move the foot back to the thigh, letting the knee bend. Do this a few times. Your right hand moves the foot up and moves the foot down. Rest for a moment. This time, as you use your right hand to lift the foot towards the ceiling, use your left hand to lift your head. It will turn sideways so you can see more clearly what I mean. As the foot lowers, the head lowers down. As you lift your head with your left arm, let the elbow be pointed up towards the ceiling. Take one more. Under your arm, under your foot. Rest for a moment. Gently make your way up into a seated position. And sit so that your feet are together. Take your hands behind you. I'm on my fingertips. Your hands might be flat if you have longer arms than I do. And you're just going to let your pelvis roll back and let your pelvis roll forward. As you let your pelvis roll back and forward, see if you can let your chest soften as you let your pelvis roll back. Make sure you're breathing. Go ahead and relax there. Come into a seated position. Take a moment. Now, sit cross-legged so that your left ankle is in front of your right ankle. Take hold of the left foot with both hands. Very gently, lift the foot towards the ceiling and bring the foot back to the starting position. As you lift the foot towards the ceiling, see if you can let your spine soften. Take one more. And go ahead and relax. Lie back down. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Take hold of the foot with both hands this time. And begin turning the knee to the left. And then use the hands to bring the foot back to the starting position. Stay with this a few times. And relax. Set the foot down. From here, with your right leg, tilt the knee to the left. And then bring the knee back to the starting position. As you tilt the knee to the left, simply observe what happens in your right foot. Take one more. And relax there. Take hold of, bend your left knee, take your left foot on your right thigh, take hold of the left foot again, and begin tilting the right knee to the left. And maybe find yourself rolling up into a 90-90. Lower yourself down and imagine that the right knee is pointing back up towards the ceiling. See if you can direct the motion with your right leg. Take one more and hold it in the upright position. Gently press your left foot into the mat and then relax. So you've got the outside of your left foot against the mat. That's what you're pressing. And then relax. And press. Take hold of your left foot. Gently lower yourself back down. Release the leg. And relax both legs all the way out. Let your eyes close. And simply observe the position of your body against the floor. Feel the sensation of your left leg versus the sensation of your right leg. And as you did in the beginning, imagine that your body is lying in wet sand. If you were to lift the body away from the sand, what imprint would it leave? Gently bend your knees, come on up into a seated position. Feel free to do that on the other side if you felt like I did, like your left leg was suddenly extremely long, to find a little more balance, or you can just stay with one side. Feldenkrais often does ATMs where you just work on one side and you have this really interesting experience for the next few minutes where you feel one side of your body very clearly and the other side not so clearly. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that makes a little bit of sense in terms of how these basic principles of breaking things down into really bite-sized pieces and seeing what needs to soften and what needs to coordinate in order to move can be beneficial and make movement feel a little bit more easeful. you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.